Johnstown, and I have no doubt it's because of what happened that day.
Well, Becky, we have a caller from Central Illinois.
Well, hello.
Good evening.
Hi, it's Cherry.
Hi, Terry. How are you this evening?
Fine. I was just curious. Exactly, do they know exactly how many people died, or because there were so many people, were they so many uncounted for?
On July 31st of 1890, which is just a little over 1 year after the flood, the Johnstown Tribune released a flood victim list, and that has been held as the official victim list for the last 125 years. My book changes that number, and I can honestly say I don't know the exact number yet, because since I've announced the release of this book, I've been getting emails, messages, phone calls, people wanting me to include their family member that was either wrongfully identified or not identified. So that number, the number I have, is going to change, and I don't know what the exact one is going to end up to. There is also a bunch of people who weren't identified, parts of bodies, people who were identified by how much they weigh, the jewelry on their body. All of that will be included in my book, so that you will get a fuller picture of the enormity of the catastrophe. You know, it's going to be listed, not just the official list that stands now, is just a bunch of names, ages, where, what part of town they lived in, where they were buried. To me, that's just a name. As I've been researching, I've been discovering stories. These people, they're not just a name. Their lives, their families. They're just like you and I, sitting down to eat, or the floodwater was in the city, and they were trying to move their furniture up. But imagine someone's carrying furniture up the stairs, and then the flood just takes them. Or you're in an attic trying to get away, and you have to put your children one by one on debris as it floats by to try to save their lives. It is so hard for me to wrap my head around the enormity
it's horrendous.
of it. Horrendous. A mom placed each child on a piece of debris and told them goodbye and say God would watch over them. How do you do that?
Mm-hmm. They didn't have any other choice.
No, they didn't. They really didn't. I have literally sat and cried reading these, because the more I research into the list, it's not even just a list anymore. These are people to me. Just, there are lives. I had one man send his family genealogy to me, and I was staring at the faces I had typed over, the names I had typed over and over again, and these weren't just names anymore. They were faces, and they lived in this house, and they went to this school, and these were their friends, and this is who they married, and oh my. And I think there's been kind of like a cloud of gloom over Johnstown for a very, very long time, and I really feel that it's the souls of these people who haven't been identified or were identified wrongly, and I think they just want to be identified as, I was there and I died, and I want someone to know that I died.
Yes, to remember them.
Yes. In fact, I really...